Happy fall! Hi everyone! My name is Liz and I am the Visual Styling Director at Good Housekeeping, and I'm super excited today to be participating in our pumpkin challenge. So I'm going to be taking this classic orange pumpkin and I am actually going to turn it into a vase. You will need some sort of container. So this is actually what is going to hold your floral arrangement. You are also going to need a pencil, a knife, floral clippers, or some nice sharp kitchen shears. You're definitely going to need, the most important thing I think, are some beautiful flowers. This is my favorite time of year for flowers. I think a lot of people tend to think of spring as sort of the height of the floral season, but if you think about it, harvest time right now, that's when so many beautiful things are in bloom. So we have some sunflowers here, hiccoline, butterfly weed, dahlias, vines, ranches. And then I also have some small little rocks and like pieces of gravel. It's helpful when you're making a floral arrangement in something that's doesn't have a super flat base. Do it. There you can see it. We've got sort of this grid. I'm going to try to use pretty cold water. I'm filling it about halfway up. So I think it's helpful to start by creating sort of a base of greenery. It just gives even more structure to your arrangement. There's no real like rhyme or reason to this. It's sort of just, you know, you stick it in, it feels like it's the right height grade. If not, you can trim it as you go. So you can see we're kind of starting to get a shape here. And then we're gonna be able to add a lot more height with the flowers. The flowers are the really fun part. I'm using sort of these classic fall colors. I think this is starting to look so pretty. I just think flower arranging is so therapeutic. Yeah, I just think it looks so fun and festive. I think this would look so beautiful on a dining table, on a mantle, on your front stoop, just anywhere around your home where you want to add a little bit of the beautiful bounty of this season. Happy fall!
Hi everybody, I'm Tiffany Hayter, and you might recognize me from my Instagram account, OC Vintage Charm. I'm super excited to show you how I'm going to turn this simple pumpkin into a beautiful watercolor floral design. So let's get crafting. The supplies I'll be using for this project is my Cricut Maker, Cricut printable vinyl, a light grip Cricut mat, a faux pumpkin, some acrylic paint, paint brushes, and I'll also be using my Canon TS9521C home inkjet printer, as well as my laptop for Cricut Design Space. The first thing you'll do is paint. While my pumpkin is drying, I'm going to go ahead and go into Cricut Design Space and upload some images of watercolor florals that I'm going to put on my pumpkin. Now I'm going to go ahead and print them. Now it's going to read our registration marks, which is the black box around the images, and that will tell the Cricut machine what to cut. Let's add the last few flowers and we'll be finished. Well, here's my finished pumpkin. I'm loving these watercolor florals and how simple this was to create. Just make sure when using the printable vinyl, you push down really hard so it adheres to your pumpkin.
Hi everyone, my name's Lauren, and today I'm excited because I'm going to show you how to transform this pumpkin into a shiny gilded pumpkin. So what you're going to need is a pumpkin you want to decorate, white acrylic paint, some gold leaf papers. I am using gold, pinks, and purples as my color palette for today, and some adhesive. So this is meant specifically for gilding, so it's a metal leaf adhesive. You're going to need some paint brushes. You're going to want one to paint the pumpkin white, one for the adhesive, and a nice big fluffy brush so you can brush off the excess gold leaf. So I'm gonna start by taking my pumpkin and painting it all white so it has a nice clean base coat so that the gold leaf can pop a little bit more. So I'm gonna start by taking my adhesive and just paint it on. So once it gets tacky, give it a couple of seconds, kind of like feel very lightly. If it's tacky, then you're ready to go. I'm just gonna rip off some pieces. And I find like crumpling a little bit and then sticking it on works the best. I'm just going to keep repeating this and changing up the colors as I go. So I'm just going to keep adding some more adhesive to the surrounding areas and any areas that I want to layer on top of, and just really start going to town. When you apply the adhesive, you just want to apply a thin layer because you want it to get tacky quick and not have to wait too long. I think it's looking pretty good, and I'm just going to finish up this little last bit and show you the final product. So here it is, my final pumpkin. I think it came out really cool. I'm very happy with it. It's super shiny, which I love, and it's colorful and it's different. I definitely found going in larger patches rather than smaller patches worked a lot easier to get a good mix and balance of colors. So yeah, that's my pumpkin. I hope you enjoyed.
Hi everyone, my name is Betsy. I'm the art director at Good Housekeeping, and today I'm going to show you how to transform this pumpkin, and we're going to make a macrame topper to put on your mantle. So how we want to get started is we want to wrap around our first cord around the stem, the base of the stem of the pumpkin, and you can do it loosely right now because we're just going to be adding our 10 other cords to this. Put it under, pull it through, and then make sure pull the 2 cords underneath. So now that we have our starting point, we're going to start by doing some half square knots. So you want to take the outer left and kind of do a figure 4 over top your other cords, and then you want to take your right cord, bring it over, and then under both of them, pull that through so it'll look like this. Now to make a full square knot, you do the same thing but on the other side. So now that we have our first, it kind of looks like a little star shape, what we want to do is start to kind of weave them. And this is where it kind of gets tricky, but go over, under, pull it tight. And bring this one up, under, pull. And this is kind of what you're left with right now. You can see a really pretty star shape, and it kind of just drapes over the pumpkin like this. So here's our final pumpkin, and as you can see, you can easily take it on and off. You can do all different types of knots and braids, and you can go cover the entire thing. You can go all the way to the bottom, or you can just leave as is, and then it can be an easy swap. So hope you guys enjoy.